Welcome to the Hoppethetically podcast with Nikki Downtown and Fat Nate. We provide thoughtful and correct answers to probably the most important questions in the world. I'm a New York City-based comedian. Nathan is a New York City-based dyslexic. Thank you so much for being here. We hope you enjoy the show. All right, Hoppethetically, episode 44. We are back, and we have a great guest, Austin. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me, guys.
We just went on a road trip, the two of us. Nathan didn't come.
Nathan didn't come.
Work trip. Yes, we went on the road. Austin unironically said he was the Memento of Comedy.
It's because I unironically am the Memento of Comedy.
What is the Memento of Comedy?
It's a really, really good movie. I'm that. You know, there's the Harvard of Canada. I'm the Harvard. I'm the Memento of
You're
Comedy.
the Harvard of
What
Canada.
is the Harvard of
Comedy,
I have more questions. What's the Harvard of Canada?
I think it's McGill.
Okay, and then is it because you look like the guy from Memento? Or you also...
I don't even think I look... No, my comedy is to comedy what Memento is to film.
Do you have a bunch of like sticky notes that you keep around the house with your jokes and you keep forgetting them?
He can't remember any of his
Yeah,
jokes.
he gets up on
My set is
stage and
back.
he's
No,
horrible.
no. The analogy is that Memento is a good movie and my stand-up is a good stand-up. That's where...
I can't remember any of his jokes.
Yeah.
No.
He puts sticky notes around the club and
It's
he's
a good
walking around
movie.
trying to find them.
And I
Mid-set, he
do
got
good
confused and then
stand-up.
like shot a guy.
I'm good at comedy. Like, Memento is a good movie. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking. Also,
We're talking about the movie Memento.
You misspelled Memento. He made a post about it. You misspelled it, and then I also misspelled it, and I've been getting so much shit online for misspelling the thing that I am.
I'm getting no shit online because my followers aren't very engaged.
That's tough.
Nice. Worse. I would rather them make fun of me, but they don't care.
Is there anything anyone's ever said about you that like hurt?
Oh, like online?
Yeah.
There was that one guy that would go through each one of our like podcast clips talking about how shitty it was. He was like,
Oh, like
another
a fan, like an anti-fan.
Yeah.
He would go
And
like, this one's bad,
and it wasn't
this one's
anything
bad.
he said. It was just his commitment to hating us.
That's really sick, actually.
Yeah,
That's huge.
Yeah, he would like the moment we post something, he'd be like, another bad one, guys.
It's funny that people haven't figured out yet that like negative comments make careers happen. You know,
Sure.
like you think that trolls by now would be smart enough to realize that like them talking shit is actually funding these careers.
I know, but they do hurt my feelings. I had a guy, I think it's just because I'm like autistic, this bothered me so much, but he goes, it was like a crowd work clip I posted, and I don't post many crowd work clips, and he goes, oh, I bet this crowd work clip is like your best clip, implying like my actual jokes aren't good, but it like wasn't.
Yeah.
Which bothered me. I was like, no, you could just look.
I bet that's a good one. Like I bet this is all you got.
Yeah, I was like, no, just look at my page. This one didn't do anything. And he's like, I'm not going to look, but I bet. And he just kept being like, no, this is probably the best. And I was like, it's not the best. Like, factually, just look.
Dude, I bet you made his day by being that upset about it.
I usually, whenever I get a troll, I ask them, why did they say that? And they go, because you suck. And I went, no, yeah, fine, but why are you telling me?
That's
and
fine.
then they're like, well, because this is the comment section. I'm like, yeah, right, but why? And you just keep doing
This
that.
is like you actually do this.
Would it be worse if they were like, no, I am sincerely going through the internet and trying to make comedy better by just single-handedly removing
I care
every
about
bad...
the internet.
Yeah.
What's the worst one you've gotten?
Oh, I don't read them anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it makes me
Because your following's too big.
No,
to read it.
I stopped reading them before. I stopped reading them way before. I couldn't do comments when I had when it was just my friends.
That's funny when you have no followers,
Yeah.
but you still get a negative comment.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
how'd you even
absolutely.
find me?
In middle school, someone found my Twitter at the time, which was objectively embarrassing, right?
Sure.
And we were on a school field trip, and they got in the front of the bus and started reading my tweets out loud.
That's amazing.
And it's maybe the worst thing that's ever happened to me. One of the tweets I remember
That's
was,
art.
I don't understand why traffic happens. Why don't the cars in the front just go faster? That was like repeated to me for years.
I bet one of them, he's up, I'm the Memento of Comedy. In middle school, jeez.
That would be a threat. Say I'm the Memento of middle school, you're not allowed back in middle school that week.
Memento of middle school.
Yeah.
Nathan, meanest thing anyone's ever said to you?
so many things. People threw trash at me. I'd put that at pretty high up there. I'm trying to think of
They
actual...
threw trash at you?
Yeah. I think the worst thing that ever happened to me is my sister. I was in like study hall in like 11th grade, and my sister comes in to like give me something, and the teacher like looks shocked, and everyone stops doing what they're doing. And looks at the teacher. She's like very confused, and then my sister leaves, and the teacher's like, "Who was that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's my sister." And she was like, "Oh, so not your girlfriend?" And I went, "Yeah." And then she like started laughing really hard and went like, "That makes so much sense." And then everyone joined in and laughed at me about how that was my sister.
And then you were like, I'll show you. And then you fucked your sister.
Your sister.
Our sister.
Our sister.
Yeah.
Your sister.
Ours.
When you have sex with her, she's your sister. But then, if she's not my sister, then I'm allowed to. I don't like where this went.
You took it there.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. So we're on the marketing team for whipped cream, and we realize Whippets is a big untapped thing. So we're trying to market Whippets, but there's legal issues, so we gotta trying to get Whippets going.
I think Whippets are going.
Yeah,
Do Whippets need to be going more?
There's a huge untapped. There's a bunch of kids who don't know about Whippets.
Who are these kids that don't know about Whippets?
Like young kids.
Wait, but like if we
okay.
did whipped cream without the cream, would that be like
Sure.
a really low-fat whipped cream that just doesn't have any
low
cream?
fat, low cream.
Low cream, whipped cream, more of everything else you wanted.
You know, they made like cowboys with like, you need a spokesperson for Whippets.
Right, yeah, like a mascot.
Yeah. Someone the kids like look up to that has like what's an untapped.
Like a Tony the Tiger sort of, but on Whippets.
But I was thinking-
where he's just like, oh god.
Like but I was thinking something more because like they had cowboys for cigarettes that made it cool, and then like alcohol has pirates and stuff. You know, what's like another like bad guy from history that would have done Whippets? Some sort of like space like alien invader. You just need to convince us that a group of people that isn't around anymore who we all think is cool did it, and then it'll just catch on.
Like the Whippets Pharaoh or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't get how that relates to Whippets.
He's whipping.
Yo, we're gonna do
There we go.
It's gonna be
Run right off the gate.
whipping what?
The slaves, the Jews. He's whipping Jews, and,
And
he's
then-
like, boy, this is getting boring. And I can whip way more Jew, and they carry the.
Do you think your whip is harder or less hard on a whippet?
They get a break. I think the
way
Jews
less
are
hard. I think
tricking
you're
him.
confused
I
and you
bet the
miss.
slaves would like it if
Yeah,
you...
yeah. The Jews are like trying to trick him into doing whippets so they can get like a little
maybe
break.
the mascot is
Yeah.
the Jews.
Is that how you market to 7-year-olds with Jews?
Yeah, kids love Jews.
I don't think you want to do an inhalant as a product and Jews as the mascot.
You're saying gas chambers?
I'm worried about the gas chamber.
Oh, I really missed that entirely.
I'm
I
really
got it.
worried about that.
Me and
yeah.
Nick talked earlier today about how the Holocaust is kind of hack now.
Yeah, dude, Holocaust is hack.
Yeah.
I'm not okay.
Just in joke.
You're
No,
right.
but
I'm
that,
a hack.
that helps though, because so it's a bunch of Jews in a gas
does help,
chamber,
yeah.
and then the gas comes in, and they're like, "Holocaust is hack," and then it turns out it's Whippets.
It's like meta.
We're commenting on the fact
on
that
what?
Holocaust is hack, and all of our people playing Jews are not Jewish, which people like.
Yeah.
People like that.
They're a big fan of that.
Show the actors' range.
So it's a diverse cast of actors in a gas chamber that are doing whippets. And somehow that relates to pharaohs.
Oh, I forgot about the pharaohs.
Yeah.
All right, it's a bunch of pharaohs in a gas chamber. Or maybe it's the pharaoh is like whipping the people to make but then when you see it's not, they're building a pyramid, they're building a big Whippets can.
The problem is that Whippets can is also like a whipped cream can.
Oh yeah, you could redesign the can to make it more evident that it's for fun, not.
Yeah, you could have
whipped
one of
cream's
those
not fun.
like breathing things right here. Be like, no, it's so the whipped cream can directly go into your mouth, but then
Have you ever actually done a whippet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it out of the whipped cream can.
Really?
Oh.
Nathan used to call me out on it because if you do it out of the whipped cream can
Well, I was
enough,
fat.
it
So I wanted the whipped cream.
Yeah.
It was just this.
Just this liquid.
Yeah, it was such.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know, it like ruins it. So I would like ruin all of our whipped cream cans. And my mom's like, what the hell is up with these? Are they like stale? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know, Mom.
Just nodding off. Yeah, that's sick.
They make you retarded, right? Whippets.
No, yeah.
They, like,
think
kills
it's
your
just
brain cells?
It's basically just oxygen deprivation.
I always wondered this. Like, if you had to like rank the drugs on like which one just because I know a lot of them are bad for your body, but like the ones like which ones make your brain worse?
Whippets is up there, right?
Whippets is probably up there.
Whippets and like paint thinner, they're all kind of the same. Anything that just gets rid of oxygen to your brain.
People would be pretty mad if you tried to market Whippets to kids. But if I did it as an alternative, hey kids, you're probably thinking about drinking. Don't drink. Do Whippets.
I think the way to do it is to get like an whippet.
Like a vape?
Yeah, like a vape.
a
Whippets.
vape.
Yeah. Vape for whippets. Like some purple, like cherry flavored whippet.
Or like whipped cream flavored.
Yeah, and then like the OG heads could have like nicotine flavored
Yeah.
whippet.
Yeah.
Like you would like mix the two flavors.
This is dumb, but like, all right, a commercial, a shot of a dude taking the e-whippet. Somehow you cut away, and then when you cut back, it's an actual like Down syndrome dude. Whoa, that was strong.
So you
That could be a good mascot.
You think that would work?
No.
Do you think that
This
would?
podcast is bad. It's very offensive.
Because you did a lot of whippets when you were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good marketing thing maybe would be it's an excuse.
There's
Just
never been,
trip
like-
on someone's baby. You did whip it. That's the slogan. I did whip it.
Your wife walks in on you cheating on her, and there's like whippet canisters everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the scene you want.
Yeah, that's the commercial.
And she has
like,
to
"Huh?"
understand.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right. I
yeah.
get it. Did you see the Rogan where they did whippets on Rogan?
Yeah.
I bet there was an executive at whipped cream companies like, yes. Come on.
Oh yeah, no, stock went up.
Did you guys ever go to those concerts where they would like bounce out the whippet balloons?
Yeah, I've seen like fish. Yeah.
We can try to get that going though, but you want it to be the whipped cream brand. So you go to a concert, instead of balloons, you're just hurling whipped cream
Canisters at
into
people.
into the crowd,
That'd be
and then
fun.
you get hit on the head. You're like, "Ow, that hurts."
That's basically
do a whippet.
Yeah.
And then feel better.
For those 3
Forget
seconds.
about the pain for 3 seconds. Oh nope, still.
Yeah, just going to like college campuses like on freshman orientation, we handing them out.
Yeah, instead of condoms, it's a whole thing. Of
Yeah,
whipped cream.
exactly.
Are we making pie? No.
We're making your brain
No,
into
we're
pie.
part. Yeah.
NASA is trying to send more astronauts to the moon. We haven't done it in like 20, 30 years. And when we get there, China has drawn a penis on our flag. How should the U.S. retaliate?
How do we know China did it?
It's a small penis. It's teeny tiny. We're like, there's only one person who thinks penises look like that. Ancient Greeks and the Chinese. I don't hate a penis being added to the American flag. I think that, fits.
What would it because okay, so the 50 stars or the 50 states, what does the penis symbolize?
It's just a penis.
Yeah,
it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's just
That we're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
They were fucking sick.
You do like a press conference. You're like, yeah, China, we actually liked the penis on there, or we take credit for it because nobody knows who drew it. You could just say, no, that was our. We added a penis to our own flag.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to edit the penis because that's a showing we didn't like it. I would make the flag smaller around the penis.
I was saying we could draw the penis into something else, maybe. I don't
Like a
know.
bigger penis.
Yeah, bigger.
Yeah,
Different,
yeah, yeah.
bigger
The
penis.
biggest. Yeah.
Yeah, this was just a freckle on the
Yeah,
penis.
on the actual
Way-
penis.
I feel like it might be a mistake that we're reacting so aggressively. Like, I think China expects us to see the flag and be like,
They're trying to be our friend.
Yeah, like if I draw a dick on someone's notebook, it's because I'm their buddy.
Yeah.
I don't think, based on our previous responses, that we were acting aggressively at all. Our responses were we own up to it or we make it a bigger penis.
Oh, I thought we assumed that I meant we draw a bigger penis on there and nuke China. I thought that was a given.
We draw the penis with the ashes of China.
Yeah, we draw a penis where their city used to be.
Yeah.
Mass graves in the shape of a penis in China.
Would it have been better if it was Russia?
That'd be interesting with everything going on in Russia right now, their Ukraine stuff, that they spend all those resources to do that. that would be a power move by Putin.
Yeah.
Do you think there is? I mean, there must be funny stuff on the moon that astronauts left that they haven't told the news. Wouldn't you do that? I mean, you would.
Yeah.
Just like for your buddies,
like
hey,
a Nerf
just-
gun or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like some like an alien head that I bought from like Costco.
Yeah,
I always-
that'd be great.
That'd be fun, right? I always wondered, is the American flag the only flag on the moon? Because whenever
Yeah.
we see photos of it, it's just the American. But like in other countries, in their
Well,
textbook,
no, because
is there-
that's America on the moon.
Yeah. We
But
claimed
if
it.
you walk further, then there's Moon China, and then you know what I mean. We have staked
Oh,
it
it's the exact
geographic.
same.
Yeah, we took exactly the shape of America and
Yeah.
ported it onto the moon,
Transposed.
and
Oh,
we
yeah.
get that.
What about the oceans? Do we leave space for that?
We just draw like
There's, like,
child
fake
water.
ocean.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
like you know how
cool.
kids draw water.
Yeah,
we do
yeah.
that over most of the moon.
Yeah, and if someone tries to like walk to me from Europe, I'm like, "You're drowning."
You can't
And
do
they
that,
pretend-
yeah.
they pretend they're fake drown.
Yeah, and then we shoot them. Moon rules. Moon rules. Moon rules. I call moon rules. God. Yeah, the moon. Do you think it's fun?
I bet it's like, you know, when you go to the beach on like a kind of cold day and there's like 20 minutes of like, I'm at the beach, and then you have to be like, oh, I drove all the way here. I guess I have to
Yeah.
sit here and like look at the ocean for another hour.
They extend the stay because the trip back's annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, there was an astronaut. He was like the 12th astronaut to go to space, and he talked about how, like, when he got there, he was like, yeah, everyone said how amazing it was, and when I got there, he was like, it was fine. Just the reality of it wasn't that great.
Well, there's literally nothing to do.
Yeah, I can't be in awe 24 hours a day.
Right. Yeah.
that
You're like,
gets-
oh, there's the Earth, and I don't know. Here's my hands.
And there's no one on Tinder.
No.
Or you do get a match on Tinder, and it's. I mean, it's like,
You're an astronaut.
Or they don't. You swipe right.
Yeah,
and
you
it's the
see
end.
them.
Yeah.
You look up, and they're staring at you, like, really intently, and you're like,
I think one of the problems with being in space is that anything you say in space can be a quote. Like anything you say that's like even remotely weird or like people like that's reasonable to put in like a book.
right. Yeah. What if
Yeah.
you stub your toe on the moon?
Austin.
Though I have stubbed my
Yes,
toe.
exactly. You always have to be in
It
quote
is
ready.
still an honor.
Yes.
Better to have stubbed my toe on the moon than to never have.
What place on Earth do you think the most quotes has come from? Probably Jerusalem, right?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jerusalem, like the White House, maybe.
I would say White House,
somewhere
yeah.
Pennsylvania, like revolutionary
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't think Jerusalem.
But then you have to go other languages. Like, what about like Is this do the
Nah,
Chinese?
you don't have to.
No, they don't. Yeah, I don't think they count.
ignore it.
Yeah,
You know, if they didn't,
Yeah, you're
they didn't
right.
make it understandable. So
yeah. I mean, I know more quotes from the president than anyone else, so I think that has to be it, right?
I think I know more quotes from Harry Potter than from the president.
oh, that's true.
oh,
It's just some bar in
yeah, exactly.
Lisbon or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was Edinburgh.
What was your original question? Does dick on the flag on
Yeah,
the
dick on the flag. Yeah.
Is it my dick? Because that would be awesome.
If it was
Yeah,
someone,
if it was like- Austin, they
there's
put
one
Austin.
guy who
no. They don't
recognizes
say
the
my
dick.
name, but I
Yeah.
look at it and I go,
And
that
you're
is
like,
my dick.
Oh my god.
No, how did they get it?
Yeah, like the 4 women who have seen it are like, oh, yeah, that's Austin's dick.
That's
It would be
Austin's
unbearable if it was on. I saw that on TV, and I was trying to convince people that was my dick, and like I knew for
That's
sure.
my dick.
That's my.
All
And I'm
right.
like
Would
showing people.
Would it
yeah.
be worse if you went up with like 1 or 2 other people, and as you got up there, the like one of the passengers went, "Is that your dick?" I don't even think people will remember you for going to space or the moon.
I think in my head I'm me still, so I would be seeing this like on TV. Like on TV, I see newsflash, dick drawn on this flag, and then I see it. Like I would go crazy trying to convince people that was. Like I'm positive that's my dick. That would drive me. That'd be the end of my life.
Do you think you could you pick your own dick out of a lineup?
Yeah, could you not?
I don't know.
No,
Definitely pick Nathan's.
Oh, that's
But I don't know about my own.
like if you knew it was your dick in space, no one would believe you.
It would be like if I saw like a ghost for real right now. It's just
Yeah.
my life is over. It would get to the point where I'm just showing people I'd become a sex
Yeah,
offender.
you'd be showing people your dick.
Yeah, just to prove a point.
Yeah, you'd be such a perv. They remove it from the flag.
Yeah.
Could you imagine your dick was on the flag and then you sucked, so they removed it?
Yeah, they had a whole space mission, billions of dollars to get a rocket into space just to get rid of your dick from the flag, and they put a different dick there. They were like, "We like the dick."
put Nick's dick?
Yeah, Nick's dick.
Actually, I guess if it's anyone's dick in the world, I'd want to be someone I know.
But then you're still burdened with that. You have to be like,
Knowledge.
"That's my buddy's dick."
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, sure it is. All
Yeah.
right,
No,
dude."
Nick, come show. You're so
Show 'em
tired.
your dick.
I think
Dude,
I'm flying you
everybody
in
has
from
to see my
Detroit
dick.
to like, yeah, I've moved at this point.
And people wouldn't be like, "How do you know what your buddy's dick looks like?"
Well, I mean, I would say he did a naked special taping.
That's how the Chinese got it.
That's how the Chinese.
Yeah,
got it.
that's why they put it there.
It's a censored dick. Like it's a dick. With
Yeah,
some
yeah,
pictures on it.
Probably. You know, like the beginning of heist movies where you're assembling a team? You're
just-
assembling like a heist team because something is stuck in your ass. And you're like going up to guys like in prison and they're like, "You son of a bitch." You're like, "Yeah, it's in my ass."
I think you get the whole team together before you tell them what the heist is. I don't think you get them one at a time by going, "I have a thing in my ass, I need your help." And they go, "I have a job." And then when all of them get there, you're like, "It's the thing in my ass."
Do you
Like,
still get the like hacker? Oh God, he farted!
You got to break into the ass mainframe.
yeah, you just
Yeah,
have-
someone's like
Yeah.
on a wire.
Yeah.
It's dangling down
I
above
like
your
the
ass
idea where the hacker is like, "Why did you get me for this team?" It's like, "You have really delicate fingers."
from typing. You're
Yeah.
very dexterous.
I just had questions about CSS, and this is like the quickest way I could get you here.
Yeah, but I do have something in my
Yeah,
ass,
this-
but also I've been
yeah.
taking some classes online.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
thought it would be good. Yeah, and the reason heist job is so difficult is because my ass is ticklish. So every time you try to just take the straight approach, I'm like, stop. So that's why I got the world's best hackers and heisters. Jesus Christ. Did you guys watch the like Oceans movies and stuff? Do we know about heist movies?
I'm a big fan of the Ocean's movies.
What are all the archetypes?
There's the guy who's not really British doing the British accent.
He'd be good. He would sort of soothe me,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
loosen
Would
my
they?
ass.
Would
Totally.
they like? Would they have to like deceive you? Like, would you be the person they're heisting?
I would really hope if I need something removed out of my ass that they tell me that it's been out of my ass the whole time.
Oh,
Kind of a thing.
I love.
Like, oh, it's over. I'd be like,
oh,
oh, that's
I
nice.
love the idea.
We got that months ago,
I love
yeah.
the idea that they show you the thing that was in your ass, and you're like, "Wait, there's still something in my ass." Like we replaced it with the cheaper,
With the
shittier
fake,
version.
yeah.
Did that.
The Indiana Jones switch, but it's your ass.
They swapped it out of your ass with
Yeah.
a shittier
I
version.
think you just want George Clooney to fuck your ass.
Yeah.
And that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going-
How do we get George Clooney and Brad Pitt, the two most attractive men on earth, to fuck
To
your
put
ass?
both to sandwich their penises.
Nick,
into
did you
my-
put the tile of whatever up your ass to get George Clooney to
Yeah,
fuck
I
your
put
ass?
an Emmy in my ass.
Emmy in your ass?
Is Emmy the movies?
No, that's TV.
Oh.
Oscars is movies.
Oscars. Jeez, they wouldn't do it for an Emmy, right?
No, never.
They're bigger than an Emmy.
They're much bigger. They spit on an Emmy.
I would help put it in my ass.
So
Yeah.
you would use an Emmy to put an Oscar in your ass to get George Clooney to pull it
I
out
think he
of your
has an
ass.
Oscar. I think you have to get like the crown jewel up your ass.
One of them's a contest, right?
So, yeah,
it's like
it is.
the
You're right.
main
Yeah,
crew
yeah, yeah.
versus like the best
The Night
French
Fox.
heist guy.
His name was the Night Fox.
Okay, yeah, the Night
Yeah.
Fox. He's trying to get into my ass.
And French dudes are really good at getting in Nick's ass.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, all he has to do is ask. He doesn't even have to heist. I would like to get in your ass.
I'm mad that you guys weren't as impressed as that you should have been that I knew it was the Night Fox in the second movie.
I don't remember.
I
any
don't
of this.
remember any-
No, I
remember
said that and I was like,
Clooney.
they're about to be so proud of me.
I-
You guys just give me shit.
Oh, dude, the Night Fox.
No, because that is what it is.
Honestly,
Memento of
I thought
Comedy
you
over
Memento
here.
of Comedy.
don't put Austin in the thing. Say this was the The guest is the Memento of Comedy. And then cut all Austin's name from the whole podcast.
Yeah, and they're trying to get in my ass, and I'm like, what are you going to do about the cameras? What?
The OnlyFans camera you have set up.
Yeah.
The ring light. Yeah.
Guys, tonight's going to be big. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be cool. What are other things that happen in those movies?
There's the emotional subplot where he falls back in love with his wife and tries to like win her back.
And how that applies to my ass.
I gotta know the Night Fox and how it applies to your ass, Nick. That's
In my movie, he was thinking about being gay, but then after spending that much time around my ass for work, he's like, I'm going to get back with this lady.
I just like the idea that there's a scene where they're like the girl and the guy are like, I think I'm falling in love with you again. And then the dude that's in your ass like pokes his head.
He says some quip.
Yeah.
Guys, come on, back to work.
I was imagining he was fucking you in the ass and just sitting here like that.
Okay.
Going over your shoulder.
I wasn't imagining a man fucking me in the ass, but
I was imagining
that
a
was my
man
mistake.
where his dick is just stuck in your ass and then you're like holding her hand and he's like,
stuck
hey.
in, like it fell in.
Yeah,
It's jammed in.
Yeah, it's jammed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a man.
Yeah, I think the way to do it, you have to get the wife really passionate about your ass, and then for him to win her love back, he has to conquer.
You were so distraught by it going in that you were like, I don't want it. Don't take it out. Don't take it out. I'm too scared.
Maybe the triple twist is that it is just shit in my ass. I'm just constipated.
That guy is just
And they're
standing
like,
behind you.
oh, just prune juice.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, I wanted my friends to do it. You guys want to know a weird thing I learned?
Yeah.
I talked to an ER nurse. Apparently, I was like, what's the weirdest thing someone's gotten stuck up their ass? It was a vibrator.
That's not that weird.
That's not that weird at all.
but
That's
it was
very
an
normal.
on vibrator.
That's
And it travels.
Oh,
It goes up their
Jesus
intestines.
Christ.
Yeah.
Till when?
They have to get I was like, does it go out their mouth? She was like, no. No. They need surgery.
It'd be funny that like they needed a pacemaker and that just like went in for their heart. Now that
Yeah,
their
that's
heart is
right.
just the fucking thing.
Yeah, if they were like, yeah, the only way we could put in this pacemaker is through your ass.
Through
Be
your
like,
ass,
I'll
yeah.
die. I'm good.
Almost inspirational. It's like a rocket ship going to
Yeah.
like... It's like what's the movie where they have to blow up the asteroid that's coming?
I don't know. I was gonna say Star Wars.
Oh, Independence Day?
Yeah. There's like you gotta get to my heart, so they put the pacemaker on a rocket ship that goes up my ass.
I was thinking of it as like a little wind-up toy, and they're like,
Oh.
you know, if you don't spin it enough, it'll be stuck like not
And
in
then
your
they have
heart.
to go up and
And they have to
rewind
yeah,
it
exactly.
in you.
So I got the thing up my ass. The guy's getting out of prison. You know, there's always that guy getting out of
Yeah,
prison.
you're right. First scene is him being like,
You
yeah,
son of a bitch.
I was
Like
in
he's out of
prison.
prison.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
got something stuck in my ass. And he's like, oh, just go into the prison. They'll get it. They'll get way up in your ass. Turns out I didn't need to assemble a crew.
yeah.
I just needed Eduardo from cell block E. You know how prisoners fuck guys in the ass?
What?
Yeah, well, I don't.
What are you
It
talking
turns out
about?
that's just like a stereotype. No, we don't. We're
What
not
do you-
No,
gay.
yeah, but
How many gay guys do you think there are?
That was the way, like the government was like, how do we keep people out of prison? And we just convinced them of that.
Or maybe it is really gay. And how come no one assumes all criminals are gay? Like, if you commit a crime, you're going to go to prison, and prisoners are gay because they all ass fuck. So I could be like, someone tries to jump me, I could be like, you're gay. Does this track?
Do you have to explain this whole logic to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
To
like,
pull out
wait,
a,
no,
stop
wait.
mugging me. Here's a whiteboard.
Yeah, we're gonna.
X, you're gay.
Here's the gay chart.
I wouldn't help.
You'd be the one that says no initially. I retired years ago.
Yeah, from Nick's ass.
Your ass.
Yeah, my wife made me stay away from that ass. But that ass just don't quit.
So you know how like the Spartans were secretly like really gay? Like they would
I
have
don't
a
think
lot
it was secretly. I think they were pretty open about
Okay,
that.
they were pretty openly gay.
I think that was like they wrote about that most.
Do you think the Persians are really worried that gay people are going to finish them off? They're going to like reunite, get back into amazing. They're already in really good shape and just take them out.
like in modern day?
Yeah.
It's Iran?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still Persian
you're asking-
people or modern
You're
day
asking,
Persians.
are
yeah.
Iranians homophobic? Yes. Yes.
Or like specifically homophobic because they're worried about.
This is the most grounded question we've ever had. Do people in the Middle East like gay people?
No.
Wouldn't it be silly if they didn't?
Yeah, but like they're not just homophobic because they're religious. They're homophobic because they're worried about.
Right. Every time
Them
they see
being
a gay
super
guy, they
soldiers.
think they're gonna kick them into a pit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was gay and if I was a person who was gonna come out as gay and I knew that I would come out as gay by kicking someone into a pit. I am gay. Ow, why'd you do that? How gay were the Spartans? Were they all gay?
All really gay. Like, they were so gay that when they would come back from war, their wives for like the first few months would dress and act like men to kind of get them accustomed to women. And they would slowly start dressing and acting more like women.
Like they would introduce one female thing, like earrings. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What is that shit?
And they would slowly work back to
I was like the
women.
idea that the Spartans were being tricked.
Yeah, I'm going back to my man wife, and then 3 days later, you're like, I don't know, something about my man wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much tit.
Yeah. Did the Spartans have the gay accent, do you think? That's how the Spartans were able to form such an impenetrable like wall because they were all fucking. They were as close as one could get. There was no negative space. I want to get some stereotypes going that gay people act like ancient Spartans. Gay people, when they have a son, they leave them to make them fight a wolf. And if they're able to kill the wolf, then they can enter the gay community and have shots.
Actually, I think if you were to tell everyone that gay people could just be super soldiers, like they're like pretty much already there, you think it would get rid of a lot of homophobia?
No, because that would lead way to like actual. Because homophobia is not fear of gay people, but if that was true, then it would become.
Then there would be
Right.
real
Yeah.
homophobia.
Yeah,
People would
exactly.
be like flinching when
Yes,
gay people.
exactly. It wouldn't be like
a
this
yes
taste of
queen.
gay.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, yeah.
Okay, you're at the dentist. You're lying in the back there, right? You got your mouth open, and the dentist, he's cleaning your teeth. You know the like, oh, what's behind your ear trick? He keeps going, what's in your mouth? And he keeps pulling things out of your mouth.
Like what? Like a handkerchief?
He pulls a sock out, a used sock out. He was like, oh, it was in your mouth.
My sock or a sock?
A sock.
Okay.
You don't recognize it.
Okay.
And he just keeps doing that and then getting more irritated at your lack of reaction.
I would let it go on for way longer than I'm happy
is it?
about.
How many you think you'd...
I think he could probably do that for maybe 30 minutes.
Like first he pulls out a coin.
Yeah.
And then he sets it aside. And then and then when you don't react, he's like, oh, sorry, I guess you're not in it. And then he puts it back in your mouth.
I think that I've sat through enough like of my friends like shitty art exhibits that this would be not a, like I would do this for much longer.
Oh, you would do it for him.
Well, at first it'd be awkwardness, right?
Right.
Because it's my dentist, and like I already paid the copay up front. Past that, it would be the issue of like I've built up tolerance to this. I think
The things being in your mouth?
no to bad art.
Would have pulled out a huge straw, and you're like, there's no way that could have been in my mouth. I would have noticed that.
I'm really enjoying it the whole time.
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
Would it be bad if I got defensive and when he like pulled out a sock, I was like, no, that was supposed
That's
to be in
my
there, and then I
sock.
put it back in my mouth.
That's holding it all together.
Yeah, you like yes and.
I do it to him. What's in your mouth?
Yeah.
What's like the coolest thing he pulls out of my mouth?
tooth.
Oh yeah, that is
Is that
pretty
a
cool. But not my tooth. Like,
Yeah,
I do
just
that-
a
yeah.
different person's, and you
Yeah.
check all your teeth, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, you're like, oh, so the root canal is done. Oh, no, that was a
No, yeah,
bit. We
that
have
was-
to start now. And he started. Would that help you if you had a procedure you were nervous about and he did that bit for a while?
You see, the other thing that calms people down is magic.
It's magic.
Yeah,
or
close to
him,
magic.
or he's self-aware. He's like, I'm going to be so annoying that they just want the root canal
I
done.
want the surgery done. Yeah.
Just for the love of God, take my molars.
yeah.
A balloon animal?
I had a whole like I think he blows it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he makes it look like somehow you blew it up out of your own mouth. He's like, or a picture of his wife.
And I know it's his wife for some reason. Like, yeah, it's your wife.
That's
Yeah. That it freaked him out a little bit. Hey, it's Barb.
Yeah.
New haircut. What would you do? How long would you let it happen?
maybe not even one.
Not like
He'd pulls the
before
first
one.
thing out and I'd go, no.
Well, that's
no.
one. No, that's one. So you would do one.
I'd be like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that was in my mouth. And I would make him, I would like close my mouth and be like, I would check. And I'd be like, all right, I know there's no fucking socks in there. Try that
Well,
again.
there's no socks in your mouth because he took it already.
Fuck, I don't know what I would do. I would be a real critic. I'd be like, I know how you did that. I remember a similar trick, but ears. The ear, nose, throat guy
Yeah.
busts in like, what the fuck? You're doing my move. And he gets sued by the ENT. And then the lawyer's like, what's under this contract? Like, oh, fuck. Nathan, how long would you let it go on? What would you do? The podcast that we're doing currently.
Oh, I was thinking about.
How would you talk on it?
Oh, I was imagining it'd be fun if he pulled out like evidence to a crime and he was like, and your DNA is all over it, and then he put it down, and then you got arrested. It's like this gun that is associated to 3 murders. I just pulled it out of your
For
mouth.
some reason, has your saliva.
all over it.
Yeah, you licked it really good.
Yeah. The police's theory of the crime is that the guy walked in with a gun in his mouth and shot him with his mouth.
You did it with your tongue, like
Why one of the strangest and grisliest murders we've ever seen.
That's how you kill your dentist.
Yeah.
And then you swear it was a magic trick. He's like, no, he pulled the sock into my mouth too.
It's the
totally
reverse
fine.
of the mouth bullet catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you leave, they ask if you want a tip. The dental fees pay for the rent, but the tips pay the staff.
They pass the hat around.
Yeah. I mean, I think eventually, if he kept pulling stuff out of my mouth, I would be amazed at his persistence.
First be excitement, then like annoyance, and then excitement again.
What if he was like, after about like 90 minutes, he was like, and that's my time. And you're like, wait, are you not?
And then that's when the dentist comes in. What the fuck was that guy?
You let him do that?
Yeah, wait, you haven't seen me do the hamster yet.
He's running out the door as he's doing. Like he pulls in, like freakishly long arms.
What if your dentist kept making jokes that he was so like after he sort of Novocaines your mouth so you can't feel, kept making jokes about how he was dropping caterpillars in your mouth?
I would not.
Would you
like that one
laugh or
bit.
would you not laugh?
I wouldn't. I'd be unhappy.
Oh, dropped a caterpillar.
Is he actually holding caterpillars?
You can't see because it's right. So he's just like here. Like there's a caterpillar.
I would get out of the chair. I think that would cause me to fully panic and get up. Like I'd pull the metal shit out and I would.
And then you realize that there's no caterpillar in your mouth. It's a spider. And he's like, it's not a caterpillar. What are you, like, I'm crazy? I love caterpillars. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Spiders, though. Everybody's supposed to swallows 8 spiders a year. I make sure.
I do.
It's an average, so I have to make sure you get 100 because I can't do everything. Some people don't go to the dentist, so.
It's just a cup of spiders. I can see the spider. No, it's a cleaning.
Yeah, that's why your mouth bleeds at the dentist. It's the spider.
It's a spider bite.
Yeah. And they've convinced me it's my fault.
Yeah, you should floss more.
You should let the spider bite you at home sometimes. Yeah. Build up a tolerance to that spider.
You are in the fifth layer of hell in Dante's Inferno. Pool of lava. Your skin's it's horrible.
Is that the 5th layer?
Yeah, I looked this up for this question.
The first
Fuck
one's
you.
babies.
I knew that you were gonna ask. So
The first one's like a forest with babies.
yeah.
Is
but
it?
you're in the fifth layer.
Why is that bad?
It's not bad. It's just they're annoying.
There's just a forest.
Yeah,
Do you got games on your phone? Like through a forest.
Yeah. But there's just babies, and it's like purgatory. So you didn't do any crimes, but you didn't like love Jesus enough. So
It's
just a lot of
I
baby
can't
crime.
go there. It's just babies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's
and-
babies and one weird guy.
I know. It's
That's heaven
babies.
for one
no,
guy.
no.
Yeah.
No, it's babies and like philosophers.
Trying
So,
to
like,
explain their theories to babies.
Yeah.
They're
That
just
is
not
his hell.
getting it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's your question?
Yeah. So you're trying to enjoy the fifth layer of hell, but I guess there's a Karen there that's really being annoying and complaining. Like, do you walk up to her and talk to her? Do you try to like leave? How do you deal with the situation?
I'm burning in lava and she's complaining.
Yeah.
And the demons are walking up to you and they're like, I'm so sorry. This is not the experience we were trying to give you here. I want you to know that we put a lot of work into trying to make this the worst experience we can, and she is ruining for you.
I'm pretty non-confrontational.
You say like as I'm picturing like that would happen at a restaurant. I would say nothing.
You would just
Yeah.
take it for all eternity. It's forever. You have so much time to build up the confidence.
Well, there's lava on my skin. I have bigger issues.
I think you get used to the lava.
You think you get used to the lava before you get used to the Karen?
Yeah, because I think I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think that
Because her
tracks, actually.
complaining keeps heightening, and she keeps getting more intense about it. But the lava is pretty
She's
stagnant.
somehow more shrill than the shrieks and the.
Screams. Yeah. She's
Let's
like, I
hear
just think it's just not quite the heat I'm looking for. It's like hot, but it's not like hot. Like when I imagined hell.
They're like, you want it to be hotter or colder? She's like, I don't know, just different. But
Yeah, it's just not what when I looked at the brochure, when I was looking at the sins I was doing and where I was going to go into hell, I thought I was going to get a different experience. You're the demon in hell. You're supposed to be creating the experience.
Right. You're the professional.
Yeah,
I'm just the customer.
Yeah.
I've literally never been here before.
Yeah. How would I know? Why are
Yeah.
you at this fucking guy? She's
Yeah.
trying to get other people at this fucking.
Yeah. And she's like, are there other parts of lava I can go to? And he's like, no, we do one static temperature. And then she's like, oh, well, you don't try to mix and match for different people?
If her complaining was constant, I would get used to it. But I think that if like her complaining would stop and then there'd be a new issue, I would get like anxious that a new issue was coming up, and that would be hell.
I think the worst would be if she tried to pull you into it. She was like, hey, isn't the temperature bad? And she tries to get you to join in on the
Totally.
complaining. Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
would
think
be
that
bad,
would.
too.
She starts touching you. She pulls you. She grabs you like by the shoulder and pulls you in. Like you're really
I'm
close
getting
now.
pulled in at this point.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
just still say nothing to the demon. He's looking at
this
you
is-
now and he's irritated. Like, are you gonna? Do you agree with this?
I've been on the train when someone's trying to get me into in a conundrum. You know what I mean? I've had people on the train be like, "Let's do the," and I have straight ahead earphones on.
Yeah, I would text.
Yeah.
You would start texting in hell.
I'd fake text.
Like
My
this
phone's
bitch.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, in hell you get your phone, but it's dead.
Yes.
It doesn't
There's
work.
one bar.
Which is worse than
Yeah.
no
it just doesn't connect to the internet.
Yeah.
It works perfectly fine. Yeah, I would try to join her team, and I've never actually tried to join, kind of be on the Karen's team, and I imagine that would make it at least more interesting.
I would alternate back and forth. I have
You would-
fraternity.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
This guy's no, I'm not on your team.
Yeah,
anymore.
spend a
What?
few hours being. Spend a
I'd
few,
gaslight her, yeah.
Yeah, 100 years on the team, then a few inches gaslighting. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
exactly. Can I have sex with her?
No, I think your whole bottom half is.
No way.
Yeah, but so was hers, though.
Yeah. Whoa.
I would interrupt her. Can I have sex with you? What? Never mind. I'm sorry.
But I'm all nervous about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
You interrupt her yelling at a demon to be like, "You want to
As
fuck?"
both of your faces are melting off.
Yeah. I try to remember what I learned from the game.
Yeah, but then you have to look at her like the face of her skeleton and try to be like, would that be hot
I would
with
have
skin
sex with
on
her
it?
from behind. I would look at her hair melting off. Be like,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying if you saw a skull shape, you wouldn't know if it was a hot lady or
No,
not?
no, I couldn't. Yeah, could you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Wow.
go through museums and like that was a
That was a
hot
Yeah,
really,
so
that was
yeah.
a real bangable.
Yeah, skull. That bag of bones used to be something.
You know, you ever heard of those like monks that they say they have like such concentration of will that they can just sit in like freezing climates
Yeah, I've heard
without
this.
stuff. So you meet one of those guys who can sit in the Arctic for like hours, and you see him, and he's like 500 pounds. And like no one's mentioned that, and they're just like, "Wow, his concentration." Would you mention it, that he's fat?
I think that a lot of these questions, you guys overestimate how much of a person of I avoid talking to strangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a more
All right,
confrontational.
all right, how about you're there and he's trying to teach you how to do it.
Yeah, he's trying to show
He's like,
you.
okay, if you just focus,
okay.
you can sit in it like me. Do you listen or do you just
monks are
start
supposed to
eating?
be able. I'd be like, okay, let's do a hot climate next. Like, if you're supposed to be able to handle any climate just through meditation, let's.
And he's like, I think we should master the cold
No, he's
climate
like, no, we're
first."
doing the hot climate first.
He has a lot of excuses. He's ready for this one.
He's been prepared with excuses. It's like, oh, the hot climate's easy. Everybody can do the.
Like, I did the
test your
cold
will.
climate years ago. They had these really good hot dogs there. And I was there for a while, and then I switched to the cold climate.
Or what would you do?
I would just listen. I think I would.
You would fake it and freeze to death
Yeah, I
over
guess.
just confronting how he's fat.
Can I leave? Like, can I just,
No,
like, turn
no,
and
no,
walk?
Oh, you're a monk.
no.
You're bald.
Yeah, you're.
I'm a monk in this. I think that I would honestly rather die than like correct a person like that.
Just die.
Like I
of
think that is what
frostbite.
would end up happening with me. Like I want to be like I would fight him, but no, I would just kind of vibe.
I'd call him fat.
You would just say he's fat.
I think you're fat, and he'd be like, "What? I'm enlightened."
You think you do the thing from Star Wars, in the freezing thing, where they like get in, you know?
Yeah, you know in
Oh,
Star Wars
to
when they go
avoid-
inside a building.
to avoid-
You know when they go. You know that they go into a building to be.
You
warm?
mean like cut him open and live in his innards
Yeah, I think. That was the pitch.
instead of just
Yeah,
calling him fat?
no correcting him. You don't want to be fat.
Oh, yeah, you look great.
Yeah, you just get in. Yeah, that was my pitch.
Nah, I'd probably call him fat. I'm looking for an excuse.
Even if we weren't in a cold climate and I wasn't gonna die,
he
I'd
wasn't
still
a
call him
monk.
fat. Yeah, I'd just be like, you're fat.
And he's not even that fat.
Yeah, no. It's just BMI is like 26.
That'd be the best part about being a doctor.
It's gonna call people fat.
Could you imagine that's your job? People come
Being a
in
doctor.
and then you weigh them and you go, that's not good. That's your job. And people respect you a lot.
You were taught in school how to do that.
You make six figures.
I-
Things making people feel shitty about
I-
themselves.
not good.
I went to the doctor one time and they were like, "You're both obese and malnourished," and I was like, "I don't know what you want."
How can that be?
Yeah, I don't know. They were like, "You're malnourished, but you're fat," and I was like, I think you're just trying to confuse me."
You need to eat more and we're not going to fuck.
The prize for like being really good at the doctor is they'll fuck you. Like,
They
like
fuck
if you
you
go
at
in and then like your blood sugar is right and like your cholesterol is low and all that shit. Then
Very
yeah.
healthy.
Yeah, if you do
Yeah,
really good, you
exactly.
get a really fun prostate exam.
It's just a regular prostate exam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to earn your prostate
Yeah,
exam.
yeah. That's why it takes most guys till 40 to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you have to earn the points.
Do they ever do like a Here Comes the Plane with a prostate exam? All right. Well, Hoppethetically, episode 44. Austin, thanks for joining
Episode
us.
44.
You want to plug anything?
Check out my podcast, Cutting Wires, I think it's called.
You had
Cutting
to think
Wires.
about what it was
Cutting
called.
Wires, yeah. I mean, we changed the name like 10 minutes ago.
Really?
Really?
What was it called
I
first?
wanted to call it Morality because all about the thing is it's morality, but I did it with two idiots.
Yeah.
And so, like, we argue moral questions. They both hated that idea.
Okay.
That got vetoed right out the gate.
What is cutting wires?
So then it was the Moral Dilemma podcast, and that was just very, basic SEO.
Yeah.
And then we got some guy to do art first, and the art was the three of us cutting wires on a bomb. And so we were like, we should just call it that.
Like it's a
bomb situation.
That's kind of
Yeah,
fun.
I
And we want people to not to cut the cord on their VCRs.
Also,
You know what I mean?
that.
We're cable cutters in that
Sure.
sense. We think that people are using like Netflix and not like pay TV anymore. We're really pro that.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Hoppethetically episode 44. Bye.
Bye.